Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time, everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's gently open your eyes. Let's begin with auspicious prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Okam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripadam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwar. Hare Krishna. So let's begin with the Saturday evening festival of enlightenment with a very, very wonderful topic which we dedicate to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Like last time I was mentioning that this great personality, when he went to US, when he went to that place, the Western country, normally when Indians go, they feel so nice. Go and they feel, oh, I'm in America. And in 1 month only their accent also changes, I have seen. I don't know how. Style मारते बड़ा आके हैं. America जाके एकदम style में हुआ. Accent changes. And the behavior changes. People feel, oh, that is something that is great. You know, when Srila Prabhupada, when he landed, when he got down from the Jaladuta ship, the cargo ship. So at that time he looked at, because the first time he got down was in Boston, and he looked at various buildings which are really very high, and various cars moving around, people around, running here and there for various purposes, so much of glitter and glamour everywhere. And you know what Srila Prabhupada thought? Srila Prabhupada never said, wow, amazing. One of my students went to US. Then he was telling, Prabhuji, this is actually Swarga. But you know what, when Srila Prabhupada, when he went there and when he saw that place, he said, he felt firstly very sad, and secondly, he felt very compassionate on all these people, and he started thinking that these people are suffering. They're stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Since they don't have any wisdom from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, they're stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Somehow, we should be able to help. And at that time, he writes a song called Markene Bhagavad Dharma, very, very beautiful song, where he says, where he's telling the Lord, oh Lord, I don't know why you have got me here, but I'm sure there will be some purpose that you have got me here. These all people are in ignorance. Oh Lord, you preach through me. I don't have any power. You preach to me, preach through me to these people and enlighten them with your own wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and your holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And just see what happened. It was a blast. After some time, the TV reporters, when they saw how the Hare Krishnas are expanding, they were saying there is a Hare Krishna explosion. There's a book also, in our gift shop, it might be there, Hare Krishna explosion. So one man, he was able to do this because only empowered people can do this, and Srila Prabhupada was an empowered personality like that. One of the very important things that Srila Prabhupada did, not just for Americans, not just for any other citizen of any other country, even for Indians. And what was that he did? The most important thing, he helped everyone to revive the eternal faith. Because the presentation is very, very important. If my presentation has got my own views and my own ideas, that spoils the entire message. But then when the presentation is as it is as given in the parampara, you remember last time we discussed STOP, And P stands for parampara. So if the message comes down in the parampara as it is, it makes a lot of impact. And therefore in ISKCON you will see any preacher who speaks will repeat what Srila Prabhupada has actually given. What he has given in his books, what he has spoken in his lectures. This is what we speak. Maybe the presentation style might be different, maybe the packaging might be different, the content the same. Therefore Srila Prabhupada helped us. And what do you mean by reviving the faith? It means the faith was lost. You all attended the Lost Wealth session. So in that session, there was a huge discussion that happened where we're discussing that how various personalities who came to India to invade India. So at that time, one of the important things that they were planning to do is somehow destroy the faith of Indians in what in the Vedic scriptures, in the temples, in their culture. When it comes to the Islamic rulers who came, they did it by force. They just wanted to conquer and break temples and loot all the temples. And the most astonishing thing is, these Islamic rulers, they will go a place like Mathura. They'll go there, invade that place, and then steal away everything. Ek number ke chor, steal away everything from there. And after a few months, again they will come. And again they'll find the same amount of wealth there. After humans, again they'll come, again they'll find the same amount of wealth. It's still a question, where was the wealth coming from? And they knew very well, agar wealth hai to mandiron mein hai. Because right from start, in our Indian culture, in our Sanatan Dharma, Lord is kept in the center and all the opulence is first offered to the Lord. Luxurious worship should happen for the Lord. And this is what Srila Prabhupada taught us in ISKCON, Even till date, there are 6 aartis that happens in ISKCON. 6 times, 6 plus 1, 7 times, bhoga offering happens to Krishna. And to be more specific, early morning bhoga offering at 4 o'clock. Rasgulla, rasmalai, sweets, sandesh, milk sweets. Early morning, 4 o'clock. So pujaris get ready and you'll see, you'll not get to see because it's inside the altar. And then there's breakfast at 8 o'clock. 4 or 5 items minimum. Lunch, minimum 14 items to be offered to the Lord. And there are specifications of what to be prepared. And then 4 o'clock fruits cut. Cut fruits offering. Huge plate with cut fruits. Then dinner. Again in the evening at 7:30. Where again 4 or 5 items are offered. And when the dinner is getting cooked, around 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or something, at that time the milk is kept for boiling on the stove. And that boiling milk is removed only at 8 o'clock. You can imagine how much condensed the milk will be. That milk is offered to the Lord. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada said this Vedic culture, that it's very, very important to understand Lord is the center and everyone has to serve the Lord. Therefore, you will find in Sri Rangam and other temples, temple is there and around that, Agrahara that is called as, devotees will be staying around that. People will be staying around that. Even in Melkote for that matter. Devotees staying around that. So the entire life of people was temple. And therefore everything they would offer to the temple. And they would serve the Lord. And these invaders, they knew very well, temple mein paisa hai. Maybe the government also knew temple mein paisa hai. So now the government is controlling all the temples. Unfortunately. Anyways, coming back to the topic. But Islamic rulers couldn't do much when they invaded the country. They just broke some temples here and there. They broke our deities. But then, the Britishers, when they came, they did the massive job. They did the massive job. And what was that job? They broke the faith of we Indians in our own Vedic scriptures. Sabse bekar kam ye kya. And how did they do that? Change the education system. Everything in India was in Gurukul and the language was Sanskrit. Everything, all the scriptures in Sanskrit. They broke the faith of people in Sanskrit. They broke the people's faith in Vedic scriptures. They did all that. So even today, when we educated people come together, when the talk is going on, so at that time, when it comes to Ramayana, Mahabharata, they call it as mythology. देख रहे? कभी-कभी तो लोगों को meaning भी पता नहीं होता है. No, sometimes I get irritated with this word mythology. What do you mean by that? You know? No, I don't know, but it's mythology, no? It's mythology. Very stupid. Myth means that which has never happened. So mythology basically goes on to say Ramayana and Mahabharata never happened. And many times people don't know this word is not proper. And this is used in their, they say, I love Indian mythology. This is what they say. Stupid. Therefore, it's very, very important to note, this is what these Britishers did. They broke the faith very, very systematically in our own Vedic scriptures. And they established English, the language which we are speaking today in the class. This language they established. And therefore we see that everything that is Western is now very nice. Tell me this jeans and all that all of you wear, even I used to wear. Tell me, ye kahan se aaya? They only give, Britishers only give. And very, very important thing to note that when they gave this, so it was given to whom, it was given to the laborers, the labor class. His jeans jaldi फटता नहीं है ना, तो अच्छे से इनसे काम कराओ, फटेगा नहीं. Now the best thing that is currently happening is फटे हुए jeans पहनते लोग. And it is more costlier than the one which is proper. My God, it's like, by the मैं भी पहनता था फटा हुआ jeans. So you see what is happening basically. And recently I saw a photo of one place in some community, in some apartment, they were celebrating a festival. And all the kids are dressed as demons. And that festival is called as Dekhi. And I was giving class on, all of you are unmarried, so you all might not have the direct education what teachers are giving currently. So all married people are there in front of me. This was in Sarjapur. And then I talked about Halloween. I said, see, nowadays the Halloween has taken over other festivals. And then one boy, small boy, I think second standard or something. He said, my teacher says, no, only I was the one who was speaking. I paused and he started speaking without my permission. My teacher says that if we dress like demons, the demons who are there in the earth, they will not trouble us. Therefore, we should dress as demons. देख रहे हैं क्या चल रहा है? Stupid. So you see, and unfortunately, this is what has happened. Everywhere, this is what has happened. So somehow or the other, these people who are there, they have been, these people, हम लोग, we have been brainwashed, very thoroughly we have been brainwashed, in various ways. And we understand that because of this brainwashing today, we educated people, we have this question. किसने लिखा था? बताओ किसने लिखा था? Vedic scripture, Bhagavad Gita किसको पता है? Be scientific, come on, be scientific. These are the terms that people use nowadays. Because unfortunately, these blind followers who think that they are scientific, blind following, or kya? Whatever the Western culture is, just the wave of Western culture has somehow come on India. And people feel, and you see, it's very nice. If you're not hearing some Western music, if you're not watching some Western TV series, you're considered, you're a gone case. And in that also we speak about Gita and Ramayana and Mahabharata, and people will ask, Dimag thikane pe hai na tera? Theek hai na? And even the festivals, you see how it has changed so shabbily. Yes, Diwali, Holi, these were the festivals which people would celebrate. कहाँ से आया Valentine's Day? भाड़े पे बाइक लेके जाओ लड़की को पटाने के लिए, हैं? And so nice everywhere. Valentine's Day, you should see the hearts, red color, and roses, and bouquets, this and that. So the point that I'm trying to make here, another point, how can I forget the New Year that is there? New Year. मतलब ऐसा न्यू ईयर क्या, मतलब कौन सा, एटलीस्ट इंडिया में तो नहीं होता था पहले इतना प्योर. रात को 31st के, फिर रात को midnight you get up and vomit and then sleep till the morning, afternoon 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock and get up and then you text each other, Happy New Year. It's a New Year. If you start a New Year like this, just imagine how it's going to be an entire New Year. So I was just thinking that how stupid all this is. And also birthdays. I remember in my college days, hostel, जिसका बर्थडे होता इतना पीटा जाता था उसको, बर्थडे बम्स. मतलब उसको ऐसे पीटा जाता, जन्म क्यों लिया तूने, बोल जन्म मारो इसको. So where are these things coming from and what is all going on around? It's all about the Western wave that is there. All glories to all the Britishers who came. They did some little good and the major damage. And we understand one thing, that it's very, very important to note that our faith in scriptures has been shaken to a very great extent. Even today, if I ask you all to speak about some subject matter from the Vedic scriptures, there will be a doubt. With doubt, we will be speaking. That's the most unfortunate thing that is there. We will not have that confidence. What I'm saying is correct. Maybe you might go out and speak because you are attending my classes. You might go and say that Gita has solutions to all the problems. And then other person might say, Sachi mein? वो तो बोलता है वैसे वो तो बोलता है मतलब मुझे तो उतना पता नहीं. Therefore, today's topic that we have is reviving the eternal faith. जो faith का murder किया गया, उस faith को revive कर. This is what is the topic for today. So let's begin. Any questions at the end? Come together. थोड़ा पास में आ जाए, इतना कोविड चला गया. Yes, the ones who are sitting behind, please come forward. You people have come from Palm Meadows? Huh? Okay, I was told that you were going to come. Where is Ram? He didn't come. He's coming, huh? Okay. Okay, so let's begin. See, now, to acquire knowledge, there are different ways to acquire knowledge. And in Shastra, there are 3 ways which are given. The entire presentation that I'm going to give today is, all my presentation is scientific and logical. So same thing will be presenting here. 3. First is called as Pratyaksha Praman. Second is called as Anuman Praman. And third is called as Shabda Praman. So any knowledge that you want to take in this world, it has to fall in either of the 3 categories. What are those? First, Pratyaksha Praman. Second, Anuman Praman. Third, Shabda Praman. Let's begin one by one. First is Pratyaksha Praman. Seeing is believing. And people say, जो कह रहा है वो सच दिखा? दिखा? So people ask this question, दिखा. Only what I see, I believe that. So once a teacher was saying this, only what you see, you should believe that. And the student got up and then he started saying, oh madam, I'm not able to see your brain. Looks like you're brainless. So it's very, very important to note that we are very, very proud of ourselves and we think whatever we see is the ultimate. But for your information, again I forgot to get the name of the scientist. The scientist, he made a very amazing statement, and he said that out of 100% of the creation, humans can perceive only 1% of it. And from the Vedic scriptures, let me present to you 4 defects of human beings. Don't feel offended, huh? Yes. अभी क्या करें? अब defective माल तो है, हम क्या करें? Yes. And now these defects are something which we'll analyze logically. Let's begin. First, remember the Sanskrit words also. It's nice to remember the Sanskrit words. Karna apatava. What is that? Karna apatava. That is meant that is imperfect senses. Second, pramada. What is that? It means illusioned. Third, brahma. What is that? Brahma. See the pronunciation. Brahma. It means committing mistakes. And the fourth one is vipralipsa. Vipralipsa means cheating purposes or cheating propensities. Okay, let's begin with the first one. Karna apatava means imperfect senses. Now see, we have got 5 knowledge acquiring senses. What are those? Fatapat. Eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin. And I can prove it to you that all 5 are defective. Let's begin. First one. Now all of you, most of you might be from background of science. नहीं तो फिर बचपन में तो पढ़ा ही हम लोग ने. Can you see everything around? Or can you see only in certain range? Certain range, yes. And technically, it is the visible range. And to be more technical, 400 to 700 millimicron. That is what is the range that we can see. Now say there's a pitch dark, say all the lights are switched off, and then some person enters the place and he says, "Arey, koi nahi hai yahan. Koi nahi hai yahan to." And then light is switched on. Oh, so many things are there around. But you know what? In the dark, there are few animals who can see in dark. Tell me what the names of some animals. Okay, dog, bat, cat also. Okay, cat. Okay, lion also can see. Okay, owl can see. Correct. Or snakes, they can see. So they can see outside the visible range also. Now tell me, how much proud we are with our eyes? How much proud? इतना pride दिखा मुझे. Sometimes people say, भगवान है मेरे सामने. अरे तेरे बाप का नौकर है सामने आने के लिए. भगवान है तो सामने, बड़ा है भगवान है तो सामने. How much proud we are with the eyes? And sometimes they have to put lens, sometimes no glasses, and after putting all that, glass क्या निकाल दिए लोगों को दिखाई नहीं देता है. The ones with specs, do you agree with me? And how difficult it is? And still we are so proud of our eyes. चलो eyes defective है कि नहीं? Agree everyone? Okay, let's go to the next one. Second is our ears are also defective. We can hear only in certain range. Tell me in what range we can hear. Correct. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. We can hear only in this range. Again, outside that range, you cannot hear. So I had some pain in my shoulders. So I had gone for ultrasound therapy. So it's called as ultrasound. Sound है उसमें. वो मेरे कान के पास में सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. I'm not able to hear. But the bats, they can hear ultrasound. They are blind, but they emit some sound which is in the ultrasound area, that region, that range, and the reflection that comes is again in the same range, and they're able to hear, and that's how they somehow escape from the obstacles which are there. But our कान में भी एकदम, no, we are proud of our ears also. एक मुक्का मारो फिर आवाज आएगा अच्छे से. Third, tongue. Now say there are two fruits which are there. One is lemon and second is orange. Now orange is very sweet, sweet wala orange. Now lemon. Now first, when you take orange and then when you eat lemon, yes, so how will you feel? First you take orange and then you take lemon. How will you feel? So what you will say? That the the orange is sweet and the lemon is sour. Okay. Now, accordingly, when it comes to sweets, that we take, maybe orange and this only will continue, so that we can take. So now you take orange after taking sugar. So first case was you ate orange first and then you took lemon. So you said that orange is sweet, lemon is sour. Now you take orange, then you take sugar. What will you call orange taste as? It will be sour. Now the question comes, orange is sweet or is it sour? The tongue cannot give the absolute taste. Sometimes you see there are two sweets and both of them are very tasty. But one has got more sugar, one has got less. So now when you eat the more sugar wala sweet and then you eat less sugar wala sweet, then you say, "Isme to sweet hi nahi hai." Correct? And otherwise, if you take that sweet first, you'll say, "Oh, this is so tasty." This is called as defective tongue. और क्या बचा? Nose. Nose, I think all of you know. When you go to hospital, there's a peculiar smell that comes. Correct? After some time, it goes away. Is it? You are not able to smell that, no? It means it goes away, right? It is there. It is there, but our nose is saturated. It is not able to make out. What about the skin? Again, that is also defective. Now say you have a temperature of 101 and your friend has a temperature of 104 and he is saying, "Oh, मुझे बहुत fever है, मुझे ये है, वो है." Sorry, the 101 wala is saying, that you have, I have got a lot of fever and all that. This 104 person, he goes and touches the body. Tell me, that how will this person feel when he touches the body of 101 fever person? He will feel cool. ये झूठे नाटक कर रहा है. He is struggling with this fever and he झूठे नाटक कर रहा है. This is exactly what happens. Why? Because our skin is defective. We don't know the absolute temperature. That's what is the point. Absolute temperature. Do you all agree our senses are defective? Everyone? And with these defective senses that we have, we are so proud and we say, seeing is believing. Wow, wow, kya baat, kya baat. So let me make you all more embarrassed with our own more defects. First one is karna, apatava, imperfect senses. Let's take the second one. Pramada means illusion. Now I'm going to display JPEG images. These are not GIF, these are not videos. Let me know if these videos, these images are moving for you. Observe it very carefully, everyone. बताइए. Moving है? Moving. अच्छे से देखिए, अच्छे से देखेंगे तो मूव होगा. Yes, okay. घूम रहा है क्या? अच्छे से देखिए, घूमेगा. Look at this. Moving? Yes, you kids, it's moving. Yeah. What about this? ये भी घूम रहा है. This is also going. Direction. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. It's a proper static JPEG image, and I think we all have got some extra realization in life. We were enlightened, festival of enlightenment, and even the static image is appearing to move. This is called as illusion. ऐसे कभी कभी मैं देखा हूँ illusion. There is a personality walking, now with long hair, and the boy goes, he's like, देखना पड़ेगा इसका मुंह तो देखना पड़ेगा. And then he goes running behind, and then मूंछ वाला मुंह दाढ़ी के साथ. Gross illusion of this world. Gross illusion. So you see, illusion, naturally we get illusioned. And one of the biggest illusions that people have in this world is, any idea? Okay, what is that? Okay, of the self, okay. The biggest illusion that people have is, what is that? Maya is illusion. Now we won't die, is obviously that is there. I will become happy. Biggest illusion of this world. People are trying. There is one session, I'll not be the spoiler, but still I would like to make a point. History is the proof. On the material platform, till date, no one has become happy. But हम लोग इतना शाना समझते हैं ना खुद को. We think, no, I will become happy and show. My ancestors did not have a mobile phone. I have invented one, and with this smartphone and my smart intelligence, I'll make sure I'll be happy. Hey, बताओ कितने लोग happy है? Some people want to, they say, no, detox. Sometimes I get suggestion from our boys. They say, Prabhuji, detox करना चाहिए. कैसे कर detox क्या होता है? Prabhuji, आप ऐसा यात्रा organize कीजिए कि मोबाइल सब घर पे रख के आए. That's called detox. Oh, very nice. इसको भी detox कहते हैं. So people are struggling. Before, people would say that the roads have become dirty. Roads have become dirty because of the dung of the horse and the bull and all that. Then we engineers, we came together and we designed the automobiles. And on the road, yes, they're moving very nicely, and we go from one place to another very quickly, very swiftly. Before, the roads were dirty, and now the lungs are dirty. And people feel that they're happy. The greatest illusion of this world is we can be happy on the material platform. On the spiritual platform, you can. But material platform, you can, for sure. So we covered two defects. The first one was Sanskrit word. Karana, apatava. And that is basically imperfect senses. Second, Brahma. And that is illusion. Third one, Brahma. What was that? Pramad, na? Pramad, that is illusion. Brahma is the next one, and that is committing mistake. I was going through some articles previously. Our great scientists, philosophers, scientists basically, they considered brain as an organ just to cool the blood. तो इतना ज़्यादा important organ नहीं है, just to cool the blood. And they considered pituitary glands or master glands, which play a very vital role in life, as a vestige or useless tissue in the body. Can you imagine? इतना बड़ा mistake. सोचिए अगर कोई हीरो सुन के, okay, anyways it's useless tissue, remove it from the body. What will happen to him? Oh, brain is just cooling my blood. Let's just remove it. I'll use some other cooler in my body. You see? And there were some units, the astronomical units which were found. They're using that units, and all the calculations were done. The distance between the sun and the moon and the other planets and all that. And finally, it was, that other astronomers who were there, they found, oh, this is the wrong unit. Such a huge mistake, such a big mistake. ये सब तो छोड़ दो पहले का है. You talk about ourselves. Do we commit mistakes? Yes. Every day? Every hour? We do. In various ways we do. So you see, in this way, we commit mistakes. In various ways we commit mistakes, especially when you judge a person. So many times we commit mistake. I still remember hearing this incident. There were two personalities going in the train. So there was a father and a son, and there was another person who was sitting. And there was one child, the child who was there with the father. He was telling his mother, who was going the train, Papa, the tree is going behind. Now the person was sitting in front was like, अरे दिमाग खराब है क्या इसका? ट्री तो उधर ही, ट्रेन आगे जा रहा है. Again, Papa, the hut is going behind. The electric pole is going behind. Now this person was there. He said, I think you should take your son and see a doctor. At that time, the father said, actually, we are coming from the hospital. He was blind and now he's got his eyes. Can you imagine that? Such big mistakes that we commit in our day-to-day life. We judge people like anything. Committing mistakes. And the last one, vipralipsa, cheating propensity. There was a personality called Charles Dawson in 1912. This person, he proposed, I have found the missing link between the human beings and the apes. Now, you know what he did? Later, other scientists found out. He took the human skull, nicely filed it in such a way to make it look like a skull of an ape. And then he proved, see, this is the missing link. And he was found. He was found doing this cheating. And naturally, in our day-to-day life also, you will see, all of us, none of us can say that I don't cheat. All of us, in some or the other way, some cheating we might be doing. Some cheating. Sometimes we cheat ourselves also to get some work done. And most of the time we cheat others. It might be in whatever way. When you meet the person for the first time, you'll always keep your best qualities in front of that person. They say, the first impression is the lasting impression, whatever. And people keep the best thing in front. So my superiors, they taught me one very, very important lesson. They told me this point, that always remember, I told Prabhuji, this boy who has come is very nice, very obedient, very humble. So my superior was telling me that this bird is small. Let this bird grow and let the wings come out of that. Then the real color of the bird will understand. Have you seen the small chicks with different colors? And when the chick grows, into a hen or a cock, so at that time, it's white only. Therefore, one thing is always there, that initially we might portray ourselves to be something, but then the actual thing we might be hiding. Right? Just as when you people enter this place, naturally, Hare Krishna. बाहर किसी को पीट के आए रहेंगे, लेकिन जब अंदर आते हैं, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So humble, so nice. Yeah? So in this way, we naturally have cheating propensity. So what are the 4 defects that we have? First, karana apatava means imperfect senses. सबको याद रखना है, लास्ट में पूछना होगा फिर से. Imperfect senses first. Second, pramada means illusion. Third, brahma, committing mistakes. Fourth, vipralipsa, that is cheating propensity. Abhi bataiye, with all these defects, how can we say seeing is believing? Come on. Is it logical? Huh? With all these defects in the body, if someone says, I will believe only what we see, उसको एक कान की बजाय टाइट हो जाइए उसको एकदम और बोलिए अभी क्या सुनाई दे रहे बोल. You see? Therefore, it's very, very important that we remain humble in life, understanding भाई मेरे में defect है. My body has defect, so I cannot get knowledge from pratyaksha praman. Seeing is believing is not a way to get knowledge. Many of the times, just by seeing something, it might be something else. I remember seeing two photos. At that time, I was active on FB. So, some on my wall, I was seeing two photos. So, one photo was, there were two people. So, one was a very beautiful girl and a very ugly old man, and their hands were like this. And both of them, they were looking at one young boy. And that young boy is thinking, that young boy is thinking, this girl is so beautiful. She has a rose behind her to propose me. And this old man looks like he's got a knife to kill me. And the second photo was the behind scene. Behind what they were holding, that was the scene. And the girl was holding the knife, the old man was holding a rose. You never know. You never know. The seeing, you just see and then start analyzing things, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Therefore, seeing is believing is a very, very unscientific method of getting knowledge. Second, Anuman Praman. Yes. So, Anuman Praman, in this, the thing that is there is guesswork. You see, people say, no, I guess. Have you heard people saying, I guess? According to me, my opinion. Whenever someone says like this, I say, chal bhag yahan se. What will I do with your opinion? A very, very important thing to note, that guesswork, like for example, these are the 6 blind men who are blind right from childhood. They have never seen an elephant. So they're left to that elephant and they have been asked, so what entity is this? Can you please name? So look at different blind men holding different things and they're saying different things. The one who is holding the tusk, he's saying, oh, it looks like an arrow. The one who is holding a tail, oh, looks like it's a snake. The one who is holding the leg, he's saying, oh, looks like the trunk of the tree. So in this way, we understand that how by guesswork it doesn't work. हम भी बहुत गेस किया ना वो जेई एग्जाम और वो जो भी था इंकी पिंकी पॉन्ग ये राइट होगा entrance exams or whatever. So therefore it's a very important thing that we understand guesswork se kaam nahi chalega. There was one person sitting in his flat and from the next flat there was huge sound. The husband is yelling and the wife is yelling and there's huge sound of things thrown here and there and this person felt mujhe jaake kuch karna chahiye. It shouldn't happen that both of them kill each other. And finally police will ask me what happened. Because I am the neighbor. Then with a very, very responsible feeling, he went there. He knocked the door. And after knocking the door was opened. And when the door was opened, he saw husband and wife nicely sitting on the couch and they were watching a movie. Ye hai hamara guesswork. And there was another guess that a great personality did. And his name is Darwin. Charles Darwin. Iska guesswork ekdam mast hai. I still wonder why some textbooks of India, they have his theory still mentioned. Now Charles Darwin's theory is ekdam faltu, illogical, unscientific. Now it is described that this person, he told, the deer became the giraffe. Now there is a huge conference that is going on. I was reading some article and Darwin is presenting his theory. So he is saying that the deer became the giraffe. Now the question is how? Well, some scientist is asking, and he is giving his explanation, and he is saying, actually the deer, it wanted to eat the leaves which were there on the tree. So looking up, 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 up. Huh? So people, so at that time, some intelligent scientists said, "Oh, नीचे घास नहीं था क्या?" There was no grass down. And then at that time, Darwin said, actually, this animal was proud. हमेशा ऊपर देखता था. And the other scientist said, तो पानी नीचे ही पीता होगा ना कि ऊपर से पीता है? Can you imagine such illogical, stupid discussion, and this person's theory is still used? And another thing, that he spoke about, that how a bear became a whale. So the bear always kept the mouth open, 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 and इतना बड़ा हो गया कि it turned into a whale. My God. Like all, हिंदी में कहते हैं फालतूगिरी. This is what it is. Therefore, one thing we have to understand is guesswork से काम नहीं बनता है. And by the way, I hope everyone knows Darwin's theory is proved false. Scientists have proved it false. उसके ancestors monkey होंगे, हमारे नहीं हैं. He said we have come from monkeys. Maybe his ancestors are monkeys, ours are not. Ours are sophisticated human beings of the past, like Brahma and others. So guesswork also doesn't work. So it's called as Anuman Praman. So first we proved Pratyaksh Praman doesn't work. Second we proved Anuman Praman doesn't work. Therefore, in Vedic culture, only one Praman that works is called as Shabda Praman. That is Vedic scriptures. And only this is the Praman that is always used as the absolute proof or the absolute entity used for any discussion or for any knowledge. Because it's a known fact in India, in our Vedic culture, that these Vedic scriptures are given by Lord Himself for our well-being. And Bhagavad Gita is one of them. But now, since we are scientific kidas, let's try to understand scientifically. Let's prove the validity of scriptures now. And towards the end of the discussion, whatever questions you have, you can ask. You can always counter question, I'll be happy. Because I also get to learn, right? When you ask questions, I'll also get to learn. The three proofs which I would like to give you today. First is called as axiomatic truth. Second, predictions. And third is called manual. Let's begin with the first one. Axiomatic truth. Now, axiomatic truth is like the thing that does not require a proof. You accept the thing without a proof. Like for example, point. Point? Yes? Dot, point. You know what is the definition of point? Yes. A circle with zero radius. अब बताइए कैसे prove करेंगे circle with zero radius. That is called as a point. And then imaginary number I, which cannot be plotted on the number line, but used in very, very big calculations in the mechanical industry. So the point is, I is also, what is I? I equal to root of? अभी क्या है मतलब root of -1? But still it is accepted. But we accept it as it is. किसने question पूछा कभी? कुछ नहीं. Because it does not need a proof. We accept it. Similarly, the Vedic scriptures, they are called as truth which does not need proof. But scientific theories keep changing. ये बचपन में याद ये पढ़े थे हम लोग. As all of you kids will be learning very soon in your school. So the first person who came was Dalton, and he said atom is the smallest particle. Then after that came Rutherford to make our life more miserable. He said नहीं particle नहीं, इसके अंदर भी और भी कुछ है. Then he spoke about the nucleus, and then in that we have neutrons and protons, and there are electrons going around. Don't worry, I'm not getting too deep. Please don't do that. I tolerated my teachers at that time. I don't do that again. And then finally, Schrodinger comes. वो क्या equation बनाया वो अभी तक मुझे समझा नहीं क्या है वो. And then he said, अरे तुम लोग शांत रहो. Actually, it's both matter and wave. It has got dual nature. So you see, what happens in scientific region or in scientific departments, the theories keep changing. And if you ask a scientist, is your theory the absolute? What will he say? No. He will say, if there is any other scientist who comes with a better theory, that will be considered better than this. So this theory will be updated, and that will be the updated version. You see, this is how scientific theories keeps changing, and we are very proud of science. Very proud. Yes, science. Can you give me a definition of science? What is science? What is science? Definition of science. What is that? Okay, how nature works, you're very close. Yes. Very nice. Anything else? चलिए टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे हम साइंस स्टूडेंट हैं बट साइंस का डेफिनेशन पता नहीं कोई बात कोई बात The definition of science is study of existing things. Science never creates anything new. We all agree. We all agree. Science does not create anything new. Sometimes people say that Prabhuji bulb तो create किए ना invention है ये तो अरे what is bulb? It's a degraded version of sun and moon. Study of existing things and then you try to make something, right? And etc. Whatever. So in this way we understand that the theories of science keeps changing. But when it comes to Vedic scriptures, they're a body of complete and perfect knowledge. There's a challenge in the Vedic scriptures, you know what is given? It says, if you can prove any part of the Veda wrong or incomplete, you have all rights to reject the entire Vedic scripture. Again I repeat, there's a challenge given to all of us, that if you prove any part of the Vedas wrong or prove it incomplete, you can reject the entire Vedic scripture. This is called confidence. Because they are apaurusha. They have no defects, they are complete, they were valid before, they are valid now, they will be valid in future also. And therefore it's a very, very important thing that we, so-called scientific people, we start believing in Vedic scriptures when the modern science start confirming the facts and figures given in the Vedic scriptures. Like for example, gobar, cow dung. I mean, there's so much of use that science does with gobar, right? Yeah, so many medicines are made, so many soaps are made. They call it as antiseptic soap, purely made from gobar. Yes, from the cow dung. You tell me, in the villages previously, even now also, we had gone to some place. We have gone to a place called Ahobalam recently, and there I was observing this is what is there in many of the villages. They will make a liquid of gobar, of cow dung. They'll put water and cow dung and they'll mix it very nicely, and they will apply that everywhere in the house, outside the house as a paint, and then in front of the house also. Yes. Have you all seen that? Yes. Because अरे उनको पहले से पता था इसमें antiseptic property है. Previously, even now also that thing is there. People used to drink cow urine. As soon as the cow is passing urine, they'll go and take and they'll put it on the head. Yes. And the modern people are like, "She, ये क्या है?" अब वो खुद ही पीते हैं. Now you see, there's so many medicinal values proved. So many medicinal values proved. But we wait. We don't believe in Vedic scriptures. We'll wait for modern science to prove first, then we'll believe. Scientific हो गया ना. Second, bhugol. Earth is called as bhugol in Sanskrit. Bhugol. What does that mean? Earth is round. But only when a foreigner went all around the place and then he comes back to that place and he says, "Hey, Earth is round. You know, Earth is round. Earth is round." And then we accepted, oh yeah, Earth is round. Uske pehle, if you all know, Earth was considered as flat. By the Westerners, the Earth was considered as flat. Only when this person went around and he came up with that, you know what, I went around and I thought it's a perfect globe. It's perfectly round. भूगोल दिया है इधर, भूगोल है दिया है यहाँ, भूगोल. Third, plants have life. I'm sure again in the school days we might have done this experiment, or at least padha hoga, that if you keep the plant here and wherever the sun rays is there, it will turn towards that. Yeah. Now before all this scientific whatever, पेड़ को यहाँ रखो, पौधे को यहाँ रखो, फिर घूमेगा यहाँ वहाँ. Before all this also, In our Vedic culture, naturally trees and plants were respected as living entities. Unnecessarily trees were never cut. Unnecessary plants were never cut. There are some plants were worshipped also. They had that scientific knowledge before itself. अभी एक पौधे को यहाँ रखा and then sun rays ऐसा आ रहा है तो ऐसे घूम रहा है वो देखो घूम गया life is. And only when the photosynthesis and then the sunlight plus carbon dioxide and then the photosynthesis happening, giving out oxygen and then all that reactionary formulas. अभी साइंस ने बोल दिया है, अभी एक्सेप्ट करना है. Plants have life. We'll wait for science to prove our Vedic scriptures. कोई बात नहीं, scientific है ना, हम लोग क्या करें. Third, human embryology. So it is described that in third canto Srimad Bhagavatam, which was written by Vasudev 5,000 years back, clearly when I read it for the first time, I got goosebumps. Everything is given. When the semen and ovum, when they combine, what happens on the first day, what happens on the fifth day, what happens on the 15th day, after 3 months what happens, 5 months what happens. Torch on कीजिए तो सब लोग. And what happens after 1 month, 5 months, 7 months, all these different things are spoken. I literally got goosebumps, you know, when I was, सुनाई दे रहा है ना? Yes. Huh? Literally got goosebumps when I was reading that. And see, till the point sonography was not there, ये सब समझना तो मुश्किल था एकदम. And even now sonography just gives max to max the external structure that is there. Do you all agree? But third canto Srimad Bhagavatam 31st chapter, it describes very vividly what is the consciousness development of the baby along with the development of the body. I बताइए what is more advanced science? छोड़िएगा आप लोग scientific लोग हैं. Okay, second one. First one is axiomatic truth. Vedic scriptures don't need any proof. You can accept it as it is without any proof. Second one is astonishing predictions. Again, Srimad Bhagavatam, 5,000 years back, which was written by Vyasadeva and which he presented for all of us. He gave prophecies, he gave predictions, which were proved true now, in this age of Kali Yuga, just few hundred years back. First one, Lord Chaitanya. This personality who appeared just 500 years back, 530 years to be more specific and more precise. It was already given, and see the reference also I have given. अगर आप लोग बोलेंगे ये टकलू झूठ बोलता है, I have put reference also. The Lord Chaitanya, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd shloka, very clearly given about his appearance and his activities. Gautam Buddha, again, he appeared not very far, just some centuries back. And this personality's reference is also given, that this person is going to appear in so and so place, his parents' name will be so and so, his activities will be so and so, and why he's appearing, that reason is also given. Then Chanakya Pandit, a great philosopher. Chanakya Nitis are something which are amazing. Amazing Nitis. Unka bhi diya hai. Now this person was just a couple of centuries back. He came. King Ashok. A great personality again. His reference is given. Jesus Christ. His reference is given. When I was presenting all this, it was in the college a couple of years back. Some college students I was presenting. So one boy said, Prabhuji, वो मेरे बारे में कुछ दिया है क्या? Peter इसको पकड़ के बड़ा कर रहा है ना. Struggling to memorize a plus b the whole square equal to and तेरा reference भागवतम में आएगा. There are few more things which are spoken, which are coming true and which will come true very profusely in the age of Kali. Please repeat. Vittam eva kalo nrinam janmachara gunodayah dharma nyaya vyavasthaya karanam balameva hi. It's said in the age of Kali, अगर पैसा है सब कुछ है. Money is everything. Some people also say money is sweeter than honey. Don't you think that? Yes. It doesn't matter what qualities person has. पैसा नहीं है मतलब तू बेकार है. Your good qualities are not considered, but money is something which is very, very important. And then it is said, law and justice will be applied only on one's power. So many rapists are going around free. पैसा है भाई लोग के पास. So many murderers are going around. पैसा है, power है, connections है, घूम रहे. This is Kali Yuga. Very nice, yes. And they have all power to continue all nonsense. Please repeat. दाम्पत्ये विरुचिर्हेतु मायैव व्यवहारिके स्त्रीत्वे पुंस्त्वे च हीरतेर् विप्रत्वे सूत्रमेव हि. So it is described. अभी तो एकदम वैलिड है ये. बैंगलोर में तो एकदम मस्त है. दाम्पत्ये विरुचिर्हेतु. Men and women will live together merely because of superficial attraction. देखिए, 5,000 years back this was given, and now we can see all this live in co-live PGs. And success in business will depend on deceit. जो एकदम अच्छे से चोरी करना जानता है, cheating करना जानता है, he will be like amazing businessman. And womanliness and manliness will not be judged based on his qualities, but the expertise. How you can read whatever. Vipratve sutram evahi. And the person who wears the 2 rupees thread, he'll be considered as a Brahman. I remember, this was during my college days, engineering. Lab chal raha tha, and one boy, he said yesterday was Ganesh Chaturthi, so I had gone to my relative's place, and since I'm a Brahman, so they gave me dakshina and all that, so I accepted. And just 2 दिन पहले दारू पी के पड़ा होता थे. मैं बोला, what sort of Brahman you are? Nonsense. What to do? That's what is the definition of Brahman now in the age of Kali. There's another very nice prediction that is given, which will come true. That is about the Kalki avatar. बहुत सारे कल्की घूम रहे हैं इंडिया में, बट अभी तक कल्की अवतार हुआ नहीं है, ठीक है ना? कल्की अवतार होगा at the end of Kali Yuga. We're going to have a huge discussion in our level 2 FOE sessions about Kala Chakra. In that we will, speak elaborately about Satyug, Tretayug, Dwapar, Kali Yuga, and the entire cycle, Brahma's lifespan, our lifespan, etc. We'll see all that there. So here is just a example about perfection of our Vedic scriptures. Please repeat. Shambhala grama mukhyasya Brahmanasya mahatmanah Bhavane Vishnu yashasah Kalki pradhur bhavishyati. Look at the precision of our Vedic scriptures. Abhi tak Kalki avatar hua nahi hai, but then everything is given. Where will Kalki avatar appear? In Shambhal village. And his father's name is Vishnu Yasha. And there are so many other descriptions given about how he'll look, what will be his activities. Isko kehte hain precision. So in this way, predictions are given. There are many more predictions. And nothing is mentioned about you and me. Yes. So many predictions are given. I don't want to take a lot of time. I hope you all understood how precise are Vedic scripture. So first we saw axiomatic truth. Vedic scriptures don't need proof. Second is predictions. And third one is manual. Vedic scriptures requires no proof. Hey, gulab jamun kyun rakha hai? See now, if I start explaining you, gulab jamun. Very soft, fluffy, dipped in the sugar syrup, tasty and sweet. And someone has not eaten gulab jamun ever. And you describe, say he's a foreigner, you're describing all that to him. And then he might think, maybe it might be like this. Fluffy means like a sponge and maybe brown. But instead of explaining all that, you just say, open your mouth, maro ek. Bisao ek gulab jamun. You tell me, won't he understand whatever you're explaining by experience? Yes. Similarly, our Vedic scriptures are called as life manual. When you apply the life manual in your life, you will see the transformation as it is mentioned in the Vedic scriptures. मैं कितना भी यहाँ बैठ के बताऊँ आपको, अगर आप chanting करोगे, आप लोग mental meditation करोगे, so you will see these transformations. If you follow Bhagavad Gita, you will see these transformations in yourself. How much ever I tell, you might say, अरे ये तो बोल कितना बोलता है, every Saturday he speaks so much he speaks. कितना पैसा मिलता है इसको थोड़ा बताओ तो. So, sorry for that. You see that unless and until we don't apply that in our life and we don't see the transformation in our day-to-day life, we'll not be able to believe. Therefore, I always say, life manual को life में अपनाओ, फिर देखो transformation. Then automatically we'll get a lot of faith. Another very important thing. You know what? All of us, we think we're extra smart. You believe or don't believe, but we all think we're extra smart. And that smartness is so great that they feel that we are more smarter, more intelligent than those previous great souls, the great acharyas like Madhvacharya, Ramanacharya, Shankaracharya. अरे हमारी औकात भी उनके सामने, उनके फोटो के सामने खड़े रहने की. You know the purity what they maintained, you know the knowledge that they had, you know the realizations that they had, and you know the superhuman activities that they did in their entire life. Please read about them. You will see how great these personalities are. These great personalities are saying these scriptures works. But हम लोग शाणे एकदम. Only because we have a smartphone, we think we are very smart. Actually, we are very dumb, to be very frank. Because unfortunately, we think that we know everything. Only because we might have done some degree, some B in some electronics or whatever. अभी अगर पहले का पूछा, बताओ ये क्या पढ़ा था, कुछ याद नहीं रहेगा. रट्टा मार के पास हुए हम. Say someone is PhD also. अभी PhD कैसा PhD है वो? Which is very, very, very narrow on one element of that entire subject matter. And if you ask that person about something else, they will not know. No, correct? Or there's nothing to insult anyone. But the point is that why do we think we are smarter than these great personalities? Are they realized souls? We're struggling to control our sensual desires. We're struggling with that. And those great souls were self-controlled. And they transformed lives of lakhs of people. I'm not saying hundreds. Lakhs of people. हम लोग को लगता है कि what I feel is correct. Yes. It was a very, very important thing. If you practice, it works. It really works. If you don't practice, it will not work. You will not see transformation. You will say, "Hey, Bhagavad Gita सब काम नहीं करता है भाई." तू सही कहता था. वो फालतू में गया मैं वो Saturday evening session, every Saturday. Wasted time. वैसे लोग को आना भी नहीं चाहिए. नहीं करना है practice मत आओ. Once you want to really practice and see the glorious transformation within yourself, you will relish it. You will enjoy it. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it says, please repeat, Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam Susukham Kartum Avyayam. One word which I would like to highlight here, it says Pratyaksha Avagamam. It means you can directly experience. Whatever the scriptures are speaking, the knowledge that is there, when you apply that in your day-to-day life, you can directly experience that. You can see the transformation in yourself. So, three things we have spoken. First, axiomatic truth. Second, predictions. Third, it's life manual. After hearing all this also, if someone asks me, Prabhuji, फिर भी convincing नहीं लगा आपका. Still, why should I put faith in scriptures? My last part of the presentation, I'll be ending with this now. Faith is an integral part of our life. You all agree? Simple examples. Okay, सलून गए सब लोग. अभी आपने बैकग्राउंड चेक किया है कभी वो सलून वाले का बार्बर का? उसका वो मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी सब कभी चेक किया आप? डॉक्टर सर्टिफिकेट कुछ नहीं चेक किए? अरे बाप रे. You go there and then you sit like this and he's having the chaku here. And you're so much of faith you have on this person whom you don't know at all. You have so much of faith in that person कि ये सिर्फ मेरा दाढ़ी काटेगा, गला नहीं. My God. Look at our faith. Do you all agree we have full faith in this person? अभी डरिए मत, नेक्स्ट टाइम जब जाएंगे लास्ट में बार बार तू बता तेरा मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी तो है ना, गला तो नहीं काटेगा तू. I'm sure all of you have traveled in flight or train or bus. So you take a ticket and then you see the bus number or train name or you get into the flight. See कि ट्रेन और बस का ना, बस का तो फिर भी हम ड्राइवर को देखे हैं, दिखता है ना ड्राइवर तो. ट्रेन में if you go to that place and then you'll actually see okay ड्राइवर बैठा है. But you see how much faith we have in this person who is a driver of the bus or a train. पायलट तो मुश्किल से ही देखने मिलता है, अगर वो बाहर आके हाई बाय करके गया तो दिखेगा, otherwise we cannot see him. But we have so much of faith in these people whom we don't know at all that they will take me to the right destination. Can you imagine? And when we are going in the train, we sleep एकदम peacefully. वो भी सीट के लिए झगड़ के एक जगह मार के एकदम सीट लेके आराम से then we'll sleep एकदम carefully. This is called faith. We don't know about that person, you don't know anything about that person and you have full faith in that person. Next. देखिए कितने आराम से सोते हैं ना लोग ऑपरेशन थिएटर में. लोगों ने मास्क पहना हुआ है, गाउन पहना हुआ है, हाथ में चाकू है और एकदम पीसफुली सोए. नहीं ये ऑपरेशन ही करेगा मेरा, he'll cure me from all my problems. So much of faith. Yes. When you go to a restaurant, किचन के अंदर गए कभी अंदर हैं, बट जब मेनू देखते हैं एक वो पनीर बटर मसाला और बोलते पूरा निकलता है एक बटर नान लेके आओ, ये लेके आओ, वो लेके आओ. एंड देन व्हेन इट्स नॉट इट कम, अब दूसरे का आता रहता है तो देखता अरे इतना टाइम क्यों लगा है. एंड व्हेन इट कम्स, व्हेन द वेटर गेट्स द डिश एंड ही कीप्स ऑन योर टेबल, so do we ever get a thought ये लोग किचन में क्या किए रहेंगे. ऐसा हो सकता है कि चिपकली गिरी उसने निकाल के फेंक दिया and then he is giving it to you, है कॉकरोच गिर गया होगा. How much faith we have. This is the point that I'm saying. मतलब किचन के अंदर क्या हुआ किसी को पता नहीं, बाहर just they're serving and we have complete faith. Oh, this is proper, all proper. I remember I was at that time I was working. This was 2017. So my bus was going through the BML bus stop and there was juice corner. So I was just looking outside the window and looked at the person, the juice corner person over there. So he took a cloth and then it was a very sunny day. It was he was sweating. Even I was sweating sitting in the bus. He took the cloth, he wiped the entire face. And after that he took the jar, the mixer, and he wiped the entire jar also with the same cloth. And I was thinking, अभी जो आएगा थोड़ा फ्रेश जूस दीजिए तो. Can you imagine the faith that people have? अभी बताइए faith होना चाहिए कि नहीं. We have so much of faith on all these personalities and unfortunately we don't have faith, or we have less faith in Vedic scriptures, where Vedic scripture is shouting and telling, अरे भाई I am valid, you follow me you will see transformation, I don't need any proof, I am a life manual, I have given a lot of predictions. यहाँ डाउट आता है हमें, ये सब जगह डाउट नहीं आता. Therefore always be scientific, always follow the scientific procedure of aim, apparatus, procedure, observation, conclusion. First is aim. Bhagavad Gita works or not? Only stupid atheistic people without any scientific logic, they will have only conclusion. Bhagavad Gita doesn't work. अरे भाई बीच में के कहाँ गए? Did you do no apparatus? Bhagavad Gita procedure, did you read and implement Bhagavad Gita? Observation, did you see some transformation in your life? And then when you don't see any transformation, तभी बोल भाई, तभी बोल, it doesn't work. तभी. But without going through the entire scientific procedure, a general procedure this is, and you're saying it doesn't work, this is not scientific. Therefore I always tell all my students, be scientific, don't be a blind follower. And scientific means you go through, you practice sincerely. And at least I can tell you with all confidence and faith It works. And that's why I'm sitting here and speaking with confidence. It works. And I'm sure all of you are coming from last good number of weeks. You might have surely seen some transformation in yourself. And so why will you come on a Saturday evening, sit here to hear me for 1.5 hours, 2 hours? कुछ तो मिल रहा है ना आप लोग को? अगर कोई प्रसाद के लिए आ रहा है तो लास्ट में आएगा, क्लास में क्यों आ रहा है? Something is happening, no? वो प्रसाद वाले भी है, लास्ट में एकदम भर की क्राउड आ जाता है. But when it comes to you people who come on time, even before me, all is sitting. For what? Because you see something in yourself, you see the transformation, you see that change. Therefore, you feel, नहीं जाना चाहिए, सुनना चाहिए, apply करना चाहिए. This is scientific. And we should have faith on the great personalities in the past who have told us, the great acharyas in the past. Right? And all this faith will be revived. Whatever I've spoken till now will be revived only by these 3 practices. First is everyday mantra meditation. If you're not doing mantra meditation every day, trust me, you cannot see transformation in yourself. You cannot realize the theory that I'm speaking. You cannot. Because whatever I speak is actually a realization, but it will remain theory for you forever if you don't practice. Second, study of Bhagavad Gita. It's a life manual. Everything is there in Gita. At least I am in love with Gita. Amazing. Everything is there. Only thing is you have to dive deep and try to understand it. And third, there's no question of missing these festivals that we have on every Saturday evening. These are powerful sessions, summarized by various speakers who come here to speak. Their experience, their realizations. And the scriptures in a very condensed form is presented in a very, very practical way. So these are the 3 formulas for quick spiritual advancement and reviving one's faith. Thank you very much. Any questions? आप कुछ बोल रहे थे? हाँ.
प्रभु जैसे आपने बोला कि Britishers came to our country and they destroyed our scriptures and all. Even after that, like Srila Prabhupada ji went to US and other country and they gave the conscious, like, so why he did so good thing to the people who
पीट के आना चाहिए था. What to do? What to do? I'll tell you a story to to understand this point. So there were 2 personalities walking. One was a sage and another was an ordinary person like us. The 2 were walking. And there was a scorpion which fell in the water and that was drowning in the water. So this sage picked up the scorpion. Scorpion bit him and then he dropped the scorpion. Again he picked up the scorpion. And again it bit, again he dropped. Again he picked up the scorpion. And again it bit and again he dropped it. At that time the person was standing, he said, "Hey Baba, Sadhu ji, आप ठीक है ना? वो इतने बार आपको काट रहा है. Why are you trying to save that scorpion?" He said, "Nature of the scorpion is to bite, so it is biting. And my nature is to save, so I'm doing that." This is the nature of a sadhu. He feels for every single living entity. He feels for everyone. He doesn't see, no, मेरे भारत महान को क्या करके गए लोग. And Prabhupada always said, when he went to West, a reporter asked, "Swamiji, have you come here to take away all those things that our ancestors looted?" He said, "No, you forgot the most important thing. I came to give that, and that is Bhagavad Gita." And one of the devotees was sharing this point. I'll repeat this in one of the session also. That Britishers went around and made English the standard language just so that Srila Prabhupada can go around and preach in English. Okay, any other question?
After the touching, that they after coming back, they think same way. But also the thing is the sword and what is happening. The growing more. The people who don't have that personality itself, who are there watching. The people who don't have this much of very critical scriptures. The people are growing. Then that is the second world after. Then how because people don't know very.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they follow their religion properly, they will grow. Their consciousness will grow, and it is good only because a great prophet has given the thing that is there. But anyways, we don't comment on all those things. But what we understand is the people who call themselves as Indians or Hindus or Sanatanis, at least they should know all this. उनका भूल जाओ, वो पता है नहीं है कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट इधर पीपल, आवर पीपल ओनली डोंट नो, बोलते हैं भगवत गीता, हाँ सब पता है सब पता है। ऐसा लगता है कि भगवत गीता लेके उस कान के नीचे बन जाओ, बट वो नहीं कर सकते ना, गीता है, नो इट्स वैल्यू। I cannot do that. It's it's something you have to respect. Many times you will see that. So first and foremost thing that has to happen is people in India who call themselves Sanatani as Hindus, they should go dive deep in Bhagavad Gita and try to understand it scientifically and present it scientifically. See, we educated people. Now we are the ones who have to understand this and explain it in a way the educated people can understand. Many times people ask me, Prabhuji, you were earning so nicely and the life was so nice and this and that. Why did you give up everything? कभी कोई पूछते हैं, प्रभु जी आपकी कोई थी क्या, छोड़ के चली गई? Literally people have asked me. But then one pain that was always there in my heart was that somehow the preaching of Gita is not happening and I want to contribute somehow. Then I thought, let me be a missionary in this mission. The only reason. It's really painful to see. Very, very painful to see. Many, how many youth are there on this road, you see? Every youth will have another youth and then going around. Just wasting their life. अभी उसको जाके पूछो गीता के बारे में, बोले I don't know about this Gita, but I know only about this Gita. That's the problem that is there. So educated people like us should read, understand, apply, see the transformation, speak with confidence for others. When we do that, we'll do some justice to take birth in the society as Hindus, Sanatanis, and help others and then die. When we're dying, we'll be happy, I helped at least 10 people before dying. Therefore, forget about other religion, forget about others. In our own society, our own people, they don't have faith in scriptures. अच्छे से उनको पीट के faith लेके आना है. That's what we are supposed to do as educated ones. Make sense? Okay, thank you very much. We'll stop here. If you have any questions, we'll discuss after the kirtan. We'll do mantra meditation now. Please get up, everyone, stretch your legs. Please distribute the beads, everyone. Thank you for coming. Today I thought I'll be the only one today sitting on the Vyasasana speaking to the camera, but I see a good 50 plus people who are there. Thank you. You can give the water to wipe the hand and then give the beads. Give me one beads, I'll show how to chant. लगा दिए. Okay, once you get the beads, please sit. All the ones who have personal beads, please start getting your personal beads. Yes, everyone settle down. How many of you come for the first time here? Okay, only 2 of you. 3. But you know how to chant, no? The ones who don't know chanting. So please see how to chant. So you hold the beads like this, without touching the index finger, and you move this bead towards yourself. This bead, you move it towards yourself. Simple. On every bead, we're going to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then go to the next bead. Okay, ready everyone? Yes? Yes, everyone close your eyes. Volume कम कीजिए. Let's prepare our mind. This is one of the very, very important activity that we do in our festival. the Saturday evening festival that is there. And I always say that be conscious of this opportunity because we just get it once in a week, where we have 50 plus, 100 plus people sitting together and chanting. To tell your mind, don't disturb me, I just get this opportunity once in a week. Second thing that you have to tell your mind is don't disturb me, I'm doing a sacred activity. So please be conscious of the beads that you're holding in your hand, which are sacred. Please be conscious of the mantra that you'll be chanting, which is sacred. And please be conscious that you're sitting in a temple where only devotional activity happens. The place is sacred, holy. So tell your mind, don't disturb me, it's a rare opportunity. And it's just a matter of 10 minutes, that's it, 10 minutes. You're not going to do anything big in 10 minutes. No need to plan anything. No need to think about anything before and after. Just be in the present and try to focus on the mantra. And today we heard that how our faith has been destroyed. And a very, very important way to revive the faith is by doing mantra meditation, because this spiritual practice will revive all the faith. Only three things we're going to do in this mantra meditation. First, we will chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Second, we will hear the mantra when we are chanting. And third, move the beads gently. So chant properly, clearly, hear attentively, and move the beads gently. This is what we're supposed to do. So let's begin. Please repeat after me the invocation prayer. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone in one voice for next 10 minutes. Only you and mantra. Nothing else. Just try to focus on the mantra. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
अगर लाइट का कुछ ठिकाना नहीं है तो ऊपर से स्पीकर निकालने बोलिए उसको. We have two speakers.
किनको पता है मेरे में तो
नहीं. ऊपर स्पीकर रखे हो उसको निकाल के पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं. पार्टी बॉक्स था ना, पता नहीं इधर आया चला गया. Gently stop. Keep your eyes closed. So we have chanted 108 times. And if you feel that you are not able to do justice even for one mantra, you're not able to hear even one mantra, this is the last chance. We're going to chant for last 3 times. And try your best and tell your mind it's only 3 times. For last 3 times, let's try to focus on each and every mantra and each and every word of the mantra. So everyone together for last 3 times. Let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Now chant the same mantra in your mind 3 times, everyone. Let us all offer a silent prayer to the Lord, begging and praying to Him that please give us strength to continue on this path of spirituality. Please give us intelligence and clarity to revive the faith that we have lost. And also always keep me in the association of these wonderful spiritualists. And also, let us pray for all our near and dear ones. Let us pray for all those people all around the creation, because finally we are students of Gita. Gita teaches us praying for well-being of each and every person. So let's pray for all of them and for ourselves and end today's mantra meditation session. Yes, gently open your eyes. Thank you very much for participating. So I think all of you have to switch on your torch. There's some issue with the electricity today. Pass the beads to the volunteers. Ram, collect the beads. Give it to him, he'll collect it.